A very good evening, and I'm delighted to be able to video for you this evening this beautiful 16 registered Ford Fiesta Ecoboost Turbo titanium with automatic gearbox. So she's finished in this gorgeous deep impact blue, and she's covered just 6,300 miles. She's been serviced twice by Ford, so she's included with the Ford warranty until 2019, and we offer free delivery anywhere in the country, along with car finance and part exchange. Both of those options of finance and part exchange, you can apply for the finance online at home, and we'll give you a decision within usually a couple of hours. You can sign the documents at home if you're approved for finance, and we'll deliver the car at home as well. So that's a really strong case to consider when you're choosing your next dealer to buy a car from. And we've been established for 22.5 years this year. Myself, David Bilsborough, or my colleague Nigel Pugh can assist you. My wife Maria, my son Thomas, and my father Jerry are all involved at some stage and some way in the business, but the business has been established for 22.5 years, and we have an enviable reputation for 5-star reviews and overall excellent customer experience with some fantastic products. Networking as we do with dealers all around the country. It's a national market today for buying and selling, and we do generally have to go hundreds of miles to pick up cars like these. And this one has come out of Humberside in Grimsby from a Skoda dealer, and it's the first time we've dealt with the Skoda dealer in Grimsby actually, but very nice people up there. They've taken the car in part exchange against the Skoda model. So if we go into the car and show you what you're looking at, you'll see that the colour is absolutely stunning. I hope, or at least I hope you will agree. It's in deep impact blue, and she looks super and very, very splendid indeed. This nice large Aston Martin type front end with the grille there prominent in the nose cone if you wish, front fog lights, LED lights in the headlight units, and the headlight units are also automatically switch on, switch off should you require them to do so. Bonnet is pretty free from chips and damage. There are no scratches on the vehicle as such to note anyway, nothing that we've spotted that gives us any concern. The windscreen's a quick clear windscreen, which means that you've got a very fine heating element in it, and it will automatically defrost within a few minutes sat on your drive in the winter months if you don't have the benefit of a garage or under carport parking. Roof, again, great condition. Sliding down to the rear doors, you get this deep gloss, well, it's privacy glass, sun protection glass, and you've got the chrome trim on the titanium which runs along the doors into the back quarter light here. Lovely titanium effect alloy wheels in unmarked condition. Locking wheel nut and puncture repair inflation kit is all present in the boot. Fiesta, and if I can just go and show you the badge there, Ecoboost. So it's a very good engine, very powerful little engine, 1 litre engine, but does very well for it. Put your foot down, it will motor along. You've got a fairly good sized boot, and you've got 60-40 split seats, and you've got various options of storage and securements here if you wish, and a small amount of storage space there. And if you lift the floor up, you've got the emergency spare air compressor, locking wheel nut and sealant. And you could have a spare wheel, so you could in actual fact get yourself a spare wheel. There's some people do that. I think about £150 from a Ford dealer, maybe a little bit less, but it's around about £150 for a brand new wheel and tyre. So it may be worth you getting one of those if you're not happy with what they provide, which is the compressor and the sealant that you've seen there. So in the back it will sit 3 people, 2 adults and a child, or 3 smallish adults. I wouldn't say, you'll sit 4 comfortably, 3 if you need to. So it's a 5-seater car. There are seat belts provided for 3 people. It may be a little bit tight because it is after all a small car really. It's one up in size from the Ford KA. You do get pockets in the rear seats, and you've got a 12-volt socket there for power charging your phones or iPads, etc., mobile devices. It's got the lighter coloured headlining, which is rather nice. It just lightens the inside up quite nicely. Headrests to the outer seats, and you've got a inertia belt for the middle person if he or she is sat there. It's Bluetooth telephone and cruise control and climate control, air conditioned. Electric windows to the front and electric heated and folding door mirrors, which is a nice touch for the titanium. It's worth noting there are no smells inside the vehicle, no smells in the cockpit whatsoever. Animal smells are not present, and it's never been smoked in, and there is no smells, as I've mentioned, there whatsoever. Nothing to concern yourself about, just a lovely car. All the tyres, I'm pretty sure, are Continental tyres, they are indeed. And we're going to have the car checked over by our workshop in the morning. We've had it checked with Ford, there are no outstanding recalls, so you can buy the car confidently. It can be taken within 1 hour. If you come to the garage, you can do your tests and drive the car, and you'll be delighted with it, absolutely. There are 2 keys and there's a book pack with it. We have a HPI certificate, so she is ready to go. Just take you in the driver's door and we're going to have a little look around some of the features inside the car. Heated mirrors, so basically press that down and they fold in, press it up and it will go outwards again. The heated automatic headlights, if you have them in this position here, they automatically adjust for when the daylight goes and you lose the daylight. Small amount of space in there, storage, secret compartment, multifunction steering wheel, which is leather rimmed with stitching, white stitching. You get a nice titanium interior with a gloss black, and you get the all powerful and functional Sony interface on the titanium. Just there you get the Sony, it's DAB digital radio, mobile phone compatible, Bluetooth, wireless music transfer, and as you'd expect, it's also got, although I'd say as you would expect, it's getting less and less, but you've got a CD facility there, so you can still play CDs in this car, which I find is useful. I've got lots and lots of CDs, so a few cars now are coming through with CDs. It's all music transfer and pair your phone to the car system. It's okay if you've got music on your phone, but if you haven't, not all of us have, then it's a little bit disappointing, because you're going to have to start a new way of listening to music. Climate control, so that means that you can set the temperature at whatever's comfortable for you and the passenger, and it will hold the temperature at that position. Air conditioning is just simply there. We've got it turned on. To switch it off, just there. And I'll go through the gearbox in a minute and just give you a quick demonstration of the gearbox. Just down here you've got a 12-volt power socket, a AUX and a USB port. We do have the service book, and there are 2 stamps with a Ford dealer in there, so everything's hunky-dory. And for that centre you've got the cup holders, you have a storage facility, very large storage facility, and it doubles up as an armrest too. You've got on the steering wheel, receive and put down a phone, volume control, temporary mute the radio if you want.
Please say a command.
And that isn't that, that is your voice control for a command. So I thought it was a mute. Goodness me, no, I'll have to get some...
Try saying a device name, like phone or USB. Oh. Main menu, say a command.
Cancel.
Cancelling.
There we go. So the USB, it's not a voice turn off, it's a voice activation. So I just missed that completely. I was trying to look through the lens of the camera, that's my excuse anyway. On the opposite side you have the cruise control, which is useful especially for motorways and speed restrictions. You've got the mileometer, mileage is 6304, fuel gauge just below there, and rev counter to the left, all nice and easy to see. And also you've got adjustable steering column. You have an option on the trip to go through. I'll just show you the options. That's how many miles you've got left in it. You just hold that, it will cancel and start again. Let's just see if I can. 24 degrees, 6,304 miles trip. I'll just zero that, hold it. It's all functioning, all working, but as I've said to you outside, you have got the balance of the Ford warranty. So the next section I want to just briefly show you is the gearbox. And what we have here is a quite superb gearbox. You've got various options, not least of all you can drive the car through a manual mode on the side here, up and down, electronically, plus and minus for manual operation, R for reverse, neutral, drive and sport. The sport mode just sticks the car into, I think, the top 4 gears. It doesn't let it go into 5th and 6th. Just gives you extra acceleration, very useful if you want to get past something quickly. Just gives it a little bit of extra kick, and with it being a turbo engine, it does give it plenty of kick, so you've got no reason to concern yourself about the power of this engine. The engine is fitted to Focuses, which are much bigger and much heavier than the Fiesta, so it's a well used engine and proven as well. So lovely engine. So if you cover the brake, I'm just going to cover the brake, and at the front here is a lever or a press button, shall we say a press button. Bring that in and select the gear you want to go into. I'm going to go into D for drive. It also shows you there D for drive. Handbrake's off. I'm just going to let the car pull me along. I think just straighten the steering wheel. Yeah, so we're off now, and I've not touched an accelerator at all, and it's moving. Hope you can see that through the windscreen. I'm just going to apply the brake. So that should drive. If you wanted to go into sport, you simply move it forward into sport, and it shows you S for sport on the indicator, back into drive anyway, and then back through into reverse. So we're now going into reverse. Again, it's just got no I've got no foot on the accelerator. I've got the brake on because it's creeping backwards. You might just get a bleep in a moment. Yeah, there's the bleep, and there is your parking control monitor, just telling you you're getting nearer to an obstacle. So that's really easy to drive. It's easy to park. Good power, good weighted steering. Put the handbrake on. We're good to be concentrating back on showing you what's in the vehicle. So you've got a mixture of gloss black and chrome polished fitments. A nice chrome polished trim around the steering wheel, and there's your horn in the middle. Everything functions, everything works, but we are going to have a written report done. We always have a written report done regardless of its age and mileage and service history. So you can be rest assured, if you want to see it, we'll make you a copy of the report and put it inside the folder that you take away with you. We're open 7 days a week. We just ask that at the weekends you telephone before you come. Based in Crewe in Cheshire, very close to the M6. It's about 10 or 15 minutes from the M6 junction 17 or 16, and about 20 minutes off junction 15. So 15, 16 and 17 all within reach. If you're coming from the south, leave at 16. If you're coming from the north, you could leave at 17, which is Sandbach. And as I say, just ring ahead please before you travel at the weekends. So that's our 16 plate Ford Focus EcoBoost titanium 5-door automatic, 6,300 miles, available now from Cheshire Cars in Crewe in Cheshire.